Are you men ready for the newest and best machine? You'll be slaves for 70,000 years, but you might be freed because XRP features include them well. You don't have to worry about going for walks outside, even though things are falling apart so quickly these days. It would take 70,000 years to destroy all XR fees, right? It is possible for transaction fees to trash XRP, or it can be lost by sending it to addresses that no one has a key for. This means that XRP is only slightly deflationary. To put it another way, the new best system may definitely last for 70,000 years. Okay, and this is where we'll see the first quadrillionaires and quadrillionaires born to the public, because Chris Larsson, the head of Ripple, uses $6 billion to boost his internet worth since election day. Place a bet on what you think he's going to sell or support. Do you know why? Why? Because if the new money device lasts, say, hundreds of years or even 70,000 years, let's just say crowds, what these wealthy parents are going to do is charge guys more when XRP goes up. And they may decide to join liquidity pools K in order to provide liquidity and might also get cost benefits. And they won't support men at all. It's that simple, right? So it looks like. Our wrong placed fingers, I say it myself, Ripple's safe coin RLUSD has over 1,000 considered strains in its first 24 hours, thanks to users who are looking forward to its release around the world. Supposedly, the next day will change everything for good in the XRP world. This is RLUSD, Ripple's own stable coin, which is said to start the day after today. I'm not sure if this is 100% true, though. There were, however, a lot of people talking about it when it actually launched. Well, that's so weird. Who else called it that? Please, like this modern movie. I didn't say when they'd come out, but there may be a delay in events. After that, they could test the liquidity properly. They could test out, on the other hand, they might test out of this in a position. Coin can even live as long as his call, I told you men, supposedly a Blackstone event happened today and this launches tomorrow. Odd and strange. If you ask me, we'll talk more about that in tomorrow's video. But again, I'm pretty sure. We'll be on the right side of history, right? This is how I know you Pete Extra is the one who was picked. It's the craziest thing in my life. 6 common move border payment issues that are hard for local banks. 1 with high prices and secret costs. 2 times for slow settlement. 3rd, you can't get to 4 provider stability problems. 5 hard to understand safety controls. 6 restrictions on cash flow. Find out how Ripple Payments deals with these issues, or Ripple, the task for them is to come up with new crypto solutions for a world without borders, right? The way things are going is just very smooth, guys. All right, this new world, that being said, I hope it's a good one and that this is all used for good, not bad, since it's about to go into 24 institutional digital assets panel quote. XRP could be one of the digital rails in a new banking system. But they said, okay, so they know who you are, but we've known since the beginning of time, right? Let's pay attention to this and get ready for the new economic machine. Let's hope it's something great. That being said, what are we talking about when we talk about these new money train systems? First, we're going to talk about different kinds of charge tracks. So a big part of blockchain development is making something like the Ripple community. This wants to be the next generation of a charge community and a coin device. We all know that society will change quickly in the next 15 to 30 years, but let me tell you something else I think society will change in the blink of an eye. Okay. Now I think about the puzzles and the riddlers, and from what I saw, everything happens in one day. So guys, what usually happens is that things move slowly like this. Okay, going slowly at first, but then all of a sudden the machine might get shocked. Okay, there's a shock in the device, and this is what happens. It speeds up to the high area rate. We're looking forward to this moment, but right now it's around this time. Okay, around this part right here, something happens in one day that changes the world in a big way. It's likely to happen after the new machine, if you want it to. I see you soon. Yes, not in 15, 20, or 30 years, right? Guys just believe 2020 like that. But on a bigger scale, okay, or real cash will go away and we'll be able to switch to other forms of payment. But we're getting close to a whole new digital train gadget. The question now is whether the area will have one rail. Is Bitcoin meant to win and become the world's constant money rail? Or can we have cash tracks that are covered by the government of each country? So I think that for now, if we match up the likely need for regulatory oversight in every major country in the world, we can see changes in how cash can be modernized per market. Because of this, we can have fractionalized markets and new products to choose from. Since we've already done swaps, we might want to find a new place for the event. So I think the most important thing we need to know right away is that we are in a huge technological leap forward for our cash device to trade abroad. I want to stay away from important bank virtual currencies and all of that. Stepping back for a moment with very large asset owners, those who have never really been able to put the funds to good use. So if I have a big collection of assets from an iron ore mine and I want to make a virtual twin of the assets I already have that shows my long-term book value while trading in the short-term market. This era has seen a lot of new applications that can show the price of the underlying object. These assets can now be held in custody and traded on a whole new set of trading rails. So, to be honest, I think there will be a huge increase in virtual goods over the next 10 years. I do believe, though, that the reasons why unique digital products may be pushed may have their own unique market drivers. He says 10, I will say no more than 2. Too much in the explosion of digital property could be added to the modern financial system, which would mean that it would be a new financial system. Then an upgraded or updated one Ripple is meant to change the way we send property around the world. They are saying it right now, so take a look. It's like changing prices quickly and correctly pays off. So there are 6 common problems with cross-border prices for banks that are close by. These problems come from Ripple local banks, which include local banks and credit unions. I'm having a few problems with moving border bills. They often rely on 0.33 events, such as matching banks or other service providers, to handle international bills. This could raise costs, slow down settlement times, and add more failure points. Here are some of the problems that need to be solved by putting in place an opportunity price strategy that meets modern business needs. There are high fees if you send money back home, for example, to a very different part of the world. Possibly the fees are silly. So if that person wants to be taken off, guys, when you pay your filing fees, we'll lock in your capital and vacation spot bills. Just so you know, it's just how is that even right? In the world we live in now, it doesn't make sense, which is the reason XRP was chosen. I won't lie and say that its FAR value doesn't even depend as much. I will be honest and say that usefulness does matter, but I think it's only 50% of the story. What really matters is what the partnerships are with the most permissible other 50%. Okay, guys, Ripple is friends with banks. Once you're friends with banks, it's over. We have already sent you, there's no troll here, and this isn't always a sweet dog story. As it stands, banks control the whole system right now if they give you the go-ahead. What does that mean? They're going to make you number one, which is why they run the whole thing, right? It's a funny be counted, so if they do, and they have all this money, there's clearly something they need to do. In this day and age, the market keeps getting greener, so they'll either adopt this new technology or be snubbed by a different bank with a plan to use this Ripple creation XRP. As simple as that, we were given carrier fine and reliability as the next problem for the device right now. Limited access to offers, risk and compliance control technology, technological barriers, proper liquidity management. So let's see how XRP write XRP. Another virtual feature used in the price flow function connects low value currencies to high value ones, which frees up cash.